You have it on video.
I know. I'm gonna take a picture for the video.
Oh.
Gotta let them know. Gotta let them know. Gotta let them know. You gotta let them know. 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 We gotta let them know. Gotta let them know. What's really good? It's your boy Capital DC. I'm just joking. That
Bro,
was a fake cough. That was a
coronavirus!
fake cough. And it's your boy Capital DC, and I'm here with a chilling adventure.
Hello, hello.
We are back. Season 2, episode 1.
Ooh, ooh.
Gotta let them know.
A podcast.
Gotta let them know. A podcast. Check us out on Instagram and our new YouTube page. We got a whole page dedicated for you guys. We have a website, which you should be able to see in the description unless Donald was lazy and didn't edit that in.
Or unless I just didn't because I'm still trying to learn technology. And it's hard.
That's right.
It is. I should have jumped on that bandwagon as a teenager. But I didn't. So here we are now, right? I'm all like, Mom, how do I put this on the Instagram? And she's just like, really? I'm sure she's ashamed. Just a scotch.
Oh man, I showed my dad how to hook up YouTube to his smart TV from his phone.
Yeah.
So now he could do it from his phone. He was like, "Man, this shit players, son." I was like, "What?" Like you gonna have the honey dips in there, like, "Oh, I like that song."
That was a great video.
Yep, that's what's up, man. So yeah, we are here. Of course, we not going. Well, I don't necessarily need to go a whole lot into COVID-19 because I hope you've heard about it by this point.
We all know, and if not, you must be living in a hole somewhere.
Hey, congratulations and get back in that joint. Stay inside that
Yep.
joint. Yeah, but basically it's been about, what, 4 weeks?
Has it been 4 weeks already?
It's only been about 4 weeks.
I like that you say only, and I'm like, oh my god, that's so many weeks.
It hasn't been that long. You know what I'm saying?
Like, that's a long 4 weeks for me.
Man, it's like, most people are home. Whether they have have to do work or not or whatnot, I don't know. But I know for where I'm at, we're working from home, and we're able to, get out for basic things, but we're not really like partying and just going outside and protesting and stuff like that.
Yeah, restaurants and stuff are closed. Only assholes are going out in protests right now. Shout out to Michigan. Yeah, so we still got the Pause Act in effect till May 15th.
Yeah, they extended it.
Past May 15th?
I believe so.
I thought it was extended to May 15th.
Okay, that's what it is then.
Okay. Whew.
Yeah, my bad, y'all. Listen.
I mean, they might extend it again, but that'd be too many extensions.
I have an event on May 22nd, so it's got to be over by May 15th if it's going to be over, But,
I just want it to be over with by late summer for my birthday.
Yeah, that's everybody's selfish thing. Like, I just need my birthday to be corona-free.
Not that I, do anything crazy. It's just, me and some friends go out to dinner, and that's about it.
You just want to be able to be around.
I just want to be able to say I'm on my way when I'm still at the house. Getting dressed. That's all I want to do.
Oh, man, the luxuries we used to have 4 weeks ago.
The little things, man.
But, I mean, it's so new, we're still hopeful that it's going to be over soon.
Yeah.
That's how new it is. Because
stay home, flatten the curve.
Right, and that's what this period is about, flattening the curve, not no one getting it. Mm-hmm. It's about flattening it. So, according to everything I've seen on the news and heard about or whatnot, from websites and articles and all of that, and other people telling me in Facebook timeline, it seems like the virus is out here and people are getting it, and what they're trying to do is make sure a whole lot of people don't get it at the same time. But that doesn't mean we'll never get it. That just means that we may or may not get it between now and ever.
You may have already gotten it and not gotten sick, or just had what you thought was like a cold. This shit is hitting everyone differently, and I know we said we weren't going to talk about it too much, but things are changing every day because this is new. So they're finding out new things every day, and that's hard to keep up with. And can manifest some anxieties and things like that. So, you got to do what you got to do to stay positive and safe and sane. Mental health is key right now. Like, if you're not into puzzles, maybe try it just to occupy your brain for a little bit. Go for them walks. Do that thing that you said you were going to do when you had time to do it, because we all have the time to do it now.
And that's what made me even think about today's topic, because I was at home with my lady and I was looking at that round, brown, thick, chunky cheeks of hers on her face. And I was like, yo, I wonder.
You just called her face chunky?
No.
Oh.
So I was like, man, she's so beautiful and she looks like however she wants to look. So then I was like, I wondered, is that like a preference thing? Like, do people like, thinner hips or wider hips, or taller or shorter people, or longer or shorter body parts or whatnot? So when it hit me, I was just like, yo, I don't know if people talk about these things a lot. I know people talk about penises. They do talk about that all the time. And I've heard size doesn't matter when it comes to that.
That's a lie.
You know what I'm saying? But I've always felt that way personally, because if it's like, why are men so, why do we hang on to it by like life? Like, we hang on to it as life. Like,
because penis size is associated with masculinity in our society. Big dick, big man.
Nah, big dick, happy girl. More girls. Girls want your big dick.
Oh, is that how you associate it?
I don't like dick, so I don't know.
No, I'm asking, is that how you equate your feelings with your dick?
Is that like, mine mean more
not
women?
Your actual dick. I'm talking like, is your mindset like, for you, size matters because if your penis is bigger, you're going to sleep with more women? Or is it size matters because it's equated with masculinity?
For me personally?
Yeah.
It's more like, I think size matters because there's nerve endings that women may want pressed that you can't reach with just 2 or 3 inches.
Okay. So this is a potential...
It's the pleasure thing?
Yeah.
I just walked my way right into, so.
Yeah, that's fine.
It's more, I think the size matters because it should be more pleasurable. And I say that with a question mark.
Yes, but there also can be too big. Like, as someone who does not have a penis, but is on the other opposite end of penis action, there can be too big. Like, there's a cervix there, and you can't go past that, no matter what. So, like, yeah, like, that can be painful if you're just ramming a cervix. If you're hitting a wall. And I imagine it can be painful for a male as well. I don't really know, because, again, I don't have a penis, but, like, yeah, there's too big, there's too small. You don't want to feel it, but you don't want it to be painful.
Yeah, I guess from my years at Planned Parenthood and what, HBO After
Dark. And that's talking about penises. But, I mean, in life, yes, size matters because everyone has a preference. And preference matters.
And I think
that, to each individual.
It would be dope if we talked about it like that then, because there may be as a younger man, I didn't know if I was average or below average or above average as far as my penis size.
Mm-hmm.
And then I didn't know that some women like bigger dudes. You know what I mean? Like, they like chunkier cheeks men. I accidentally walked backwards into that. But, I didn't know that. So while I was out here like, I'm so unattractive because I'm overweight, there were women who were like, man, if he was just more confident with his weight, he would be so much more attractive. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And I'm like, oh, shoot. My confidence is what made me unattractive to me. Whether I was or not to other people, I didn't even know because I didn't believe in me.
Yeah.
So my preferences, not understanding preferences, I'll say, is what didn't what kept me from understanding that I am a preference for someone, or some groups or whatever the case may be.
Yeah, I mean, and that ties into like our own personal little insecurities, because I feel that way about like the size of my butt.
Mm.
I would like it to be a little bigger.
You know how you make it bigger though, right?
Yeah, I don't want to do all that.
Oh.
I don't want to do squats and stuff. I'm sick of exercising, and I will never get plastic surgery again. So.
Oh, well,
There's that as well. But like, I acknowledge that like that's something where I've been like, oh, I'd really like to improve that area of my body. But then there's people that are like, nah, you good, son. So it's like, okay, well, somebody gonna like it.
But that's, and I think it's like,
that's preference. Some person might be like, no, my ass isn't big enough, and someone's like, nah, we good, let's go. Like,
yeah,
just like some people prefer brunettes to blondes and vice versa. Like it's all about.
And that's interesting because we have stereotypes, which like the blonde. I was just in
blondes are more fun.
I don't know those things. I never grew up with those stereotypes. I grew up around not a whole lot of blonde people.
I dated 2 blondes, and I have to say the brunettes are the ones that.
I thought it was the redheads.
I've had one experience with a redhead, and it wasn't the most positive in the world. We cool now. Like, we're good now that we're friends.
That sounds like a red.
We're good now that we're friends. As a couple, it just was not destined to
like
have
a real
longevity.
Ginger. I haven't heard of it. That's how I hear about all gingers. Like, I didn't know about them at first, but we grew on each other.
No, I knew about her at first. I knew what I was getting into. Oh, okay. I just didn't realize I wasn't ready to fully get into all that.
Come on, man.
And we were just, but like, we're great.
You
like,
said yes to the crazy, so.
I did. And then I was like,
she took you to Funky Town, that's all.
But I adore her. I love her. We're still good friends. We play trivia crack against each other and stuff still. Like, I'm checking how your grandma doing. I adore her. We are great friends.
Keep tabs on her?
Yeah.
Make sure you know where she at?
No, not even like that. Just because I genuinely care about her. But,
that's
like,
what's up.
We don't need to be a couple. And both of us have said that to each other. So, like, if you listening and you know who you are, I ain't saying no, we ain't already said to each other's faces.
I haven't had a whole lot of experience with natural redheads.
Yeah. Any girl that naturally dyes her hair red is just going through her own crazy phase. And I've had several of those where, like, I've even told, like, a partner at that time, like, listen, I'm about to hit a red hair phase, so like, buckle in or get off, buddy, because shit's gonna get interesting,
That's crazy.
It is what, I don't know why is red the go-to crazy color?
Because red means warning, goddammit. Stop.
No, yellow means warning.
Red is a warning.
No, red should be the final destination.
And it should be a warning to warn you that you should have been stopped. Like, stop, my nigga.
Like, red flag. It is the red flag.
It's a red flag, literally, yeah. And if her hair is blue, that's a yellow flag, somehow.
I wanted to dye my locks purple for a little bit.
Oh, I'm not mad about purple.
Yeah, and then I was just like...
Purple is fun and bright.
Yeah. And
blue is kinky.
The coronavirus hit, and I was like, well... Everything's closed.
Damn you, Corona!
Everything's closed. But with all this money that I'm saving, now, I'll be able to actually afford it, so. Yeah, and not have to, like, pinch pennies the next week.
Yeah. You gotta be able to count the cost of, you gotta be able to afford stuff and budget.
Yep.
But see, okay, so even speaking about budgeting, it feels like that's where my direction of this preference thing is coming from. It's like I would be able to budget out my relationship better if I knew what I liked, or if I knew what I liked, but if I knew that the things I like cause me to think and do certain things. You know what I'm saying? Like you said, the whole big butt thing. Like, if I see a big butt, maybe I am nicer. I don't know. I don't think so, but maybe I am.
Maybe but I won't. Yeah.
But I'll never find out if I don't know that I prefer big butts to small butts, or I prefer smaller butts, or wider, or thinner, or you know.
I mean, it's the same thing with breasts. Some people like smaller breasts. Some people like larger breasts. Some people like really large breasts. Like,
some people like all of it.
Yeah.
They like no breasts, technically. Like less than an A cup. As
That
long
too.
as you cool.
Yeah,
as long as you cool with you, he cool. Or
Yeah.
from my point of view, he cool with you.
Absolutely. It's
Yeah.
all about preference. Some
Yeah.
people like short hair. Some people like long hair. Some people like taller people. Like, if I'm dating a guy, a male, I prefer them to be taller than me.
Mm.
When I'm dating a woman, I prefer to be the taller one.
Mm. That's interesting.
Preference.
I enjoy tall women more than I should, I think, because I pretty much turn into a bowl of pudding when I...
Hey.
Right, like an Amazon woman. I'm like...
Yes, make me straighten my neck.
What would you like for me to do?
As I stare up.
As I look up and stare at you, I can't even talk no more. Oh, man. It reminds me of Martin and Leslie in a scene from one of Martin's old movies where he was trying to talk junk to her and she jumped out the truck and he was like, "Oh, who you think you is?" And she jumped out. He was like, "Oh, hey, how you doing? You a tall cup of water." Like he was with it. I was like, "Yeah, Martin." Oh, man. But then, like, I've dated women who are shorter and that's fine too. I've dated women who are very short and I'm like, yeah, you know, my lack of preferences, is that what's getting me in trouble in life?
Do you feel like you're in trouble in life?
I feel like my net is too wide. Like, I like my lady.
It's equal opportunity.
I like everything about my lady.
That's fine. You should like everything about your lady.
If I could change one thing, it would be the fact that I met her so late. Before these other bitch ass niggas got a chance. I'm auditioning for Power, y'all. But
isn't that getting a spin-off? You should audition
it's
for
like
spin-off.
5 spin-offs. They kept it going.
I'm just waiting for season 6 to be free on Hulu so I can finally watch it uninterrupted.
You talking about the last one?
Yeah, this most recent season. It should be on there soon.
Oh yeah, Ghost. You know Ghost. You know.
Oh, I know all the spoilers. Now I'm gonna still watch it though.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you know, Ghost died.
Yeah.
But he didn't.
Oh, he didn't?
He did.
Oh, then he did.
He didn't.
Okay, whatever. I'm gonna still watch it, and then when I figure it out, I'll be like, "Oh, I watched it."
When you watch, you gonna be like, "Oh, Donald, you're an ass." That's what you gonna say. Nah, but
I say that all the time anyway.
See, I know. Boom, boom, boom. But that's the thing, man. It's like I guess that far. Well, now look at that. Like time that you've known a person could be a part of a preference too.
Mm-hmm.
The length of time you've known somebody. So you know, I've been looking a lot at like how to deal with rejection because I was looking at some articles based on just my own personal fear of rejection. I'm trying to get jobs and trying to complete some things I never finished, and I'm trying to just seek out new opportunities during this time. And it's like, man, I'm going to get rejected, and sometimes people have preferences. So even though it started out with the size matter thing, and it really was like, do women prefer small to big penises or small to big chests or arms or whatever? You know what I mean? That was my original thought. But the more I thought about it, it came out to really be like, yo, some people don't want to talk that much, and some people want to talk a little bit.
Yeah, and attraction is attraction. Like, it varies by person. Like, I've had a partner who's, tall and skinny and kind of lanky. And, I've had a partner who is, like, more of, like, your quote-unquote manly, beefier, stocked-looking, kind of man or whatever.
You almost said nigga. I heard you.
No,
I'm just messing with you.
He wasn't a nigga, so I wouldn't have said that. My niggas was 6 feet tall and plus. The rule is you had to be 6 feet tall to ride this ride. That was my rule for dudes for the longest.
I remember that. Wow.
For men you have to be taller than me. I don't know why. I remember that. I don't know why. And it's still, I guess, range true.
Wow.
Don't be 5'11". You're basically a little person to me at that point.
Yeah.
Which is stupid. It's ridiculous. I'm not anywhere near as bad about that as I am now. Like, I would date someone my height or shorter than me.
When I remember when y'all was saying that back in the day.
Yeah.
And I started lying and saying I was taller just for that.
I believe it.
Just because of that. I was like, okay, it's like 8 girls in this room right now, and 7 of them are saying that they want this dude to be 6 foot or better. And the one girl, she was like, she didn't care, but she wasn't very cute. So you know how that goes.
Yeah.
You don't listen to cute people for some. I mean, you don't listen to people you don't think cute.
Yeah. No, I definitely was like lived by that stupid rule for a while, and it in my dating life it just tended to gravitate towards that way. But I wouldn't object. I wouldn't be like, "Oh, you're shorter than me. I'm not gonna date you." Like, my dad is shorter than my mom, not by a lot, but like a couple inches.
But your mom is a little tall, ain't she?
My mom's 5'10".
But that's tall for a woman.
Oh yeah. And my dad, I think, is 5'8" ish.
That's not crazy.
But then my mom's hair.
Oh.
That's like another 2.5, 3 inches of volume right there.
And did some heels?
No, she doesn't really wear heels.
Oh, okay.
Neither
so
one
she
of us
keep it
here.
right
We
there.
are not heel.
Hey, comfort is.
We are not a
comfort
heel
is
type
in
of family.
this year.
She wore heels a lot more when she was a real estate agent. She was fancy all the time and looked like straight in her hair and shit. Like,
what?
Yeah. She don't do none of that shit no more. She's like, natural bitches.
Right, I haven't
and
seen
I
her
am
with the
here
straight
for it.
hair.
I haven't seen my mom with straight hair in forever, and I'm here for every second of it. Like, keep them hot combs and them. She don't relax her hair no more or nothing. I'm just like, yes, mom, fuck that. We both over here, natural hair all day.
My hair is so natural, it still got dirt in it from at least 3 days ago.
That's fine. I gotta wash my hair soon, too.
That's natural as it gets, y'all.
Yeah, I'm glad we're just doing audio, because I need to refresh my locks.
And that's why we doing audio, folks. You know, actually, I thought about this.
Everything's closed. I have a mustache almost.
That joint look nice. She edged it up a little bit for the podcast.
I trimmed it a little. And
she thought we was going to be live.
I plucked the really dark hairs because I didn't want them to stand out. And then the few white ones I found in my chin. That's fun.
Oh, you got to stop eating them white bitches.
I don't. I've struck out with the ladies for quite some time. Women hate me.
Well, you know, when you're a strong black woman, it's tough for you to be a strong black woman.
Everyone hates you when you're a strong black woman.
Everybody hates you. That's messed up.
But is it wrong?
I think so, because I don't. I love black women. And I think you're absolutely in the right ballpark, though, because this is talking about preferences, and I have heard.
I mean, we're fetishized.
Right, but everybody aren't they? Isn't everybody?
I feel like not like black women.
I agree, but black women are not like white women or Puerto Rican women or different nationalities. I mean, at the core, yes, I truly believe all humans are humans. But culturally and biologically, well, based on what I can see with body type and face structure and stuff like that, you all have differences.
For sure, but I feel like, let's take your cis Caucasian man.
Okay.
He goes up to a redhead.
Right.
It's far less likely that he's going to be like, oh, I never slept with a redhead before, than he would say, I've never slept with a black girl before.
I would assume that he would say,
at least that's my interpretation or how I feel, because when I was dating or trying to do what was a shit show of dating, online, that was something that I got right out of the gate. Oh, I've never been with a black girl before. And my response was like, well, this ain't about to be the one either. Unmatched.
It's just an opening line.
But it's a shitty opening line.
Well, then, yeah. Because I've used it.
You know what's a good opening line? Hello.
That's true, too.
How are you?
I've said, I didn't start the conversation with that, but I have used that phrasing before.
And it hits different as black women because we're fetishized in a different way. I mean, our history with rape and slavery and the women's, like, it goes back so far. And I'm not trying
but you're going back mad far for this part of the conversation.
I'm not trying to nosedive into all that. I'm just saying that's how far back all of this goes as a black woman, and so that's why I feel like it hits different for me. All of this is for, I'm not speaking for all black women. I'm speaking for this one and only black woman right here sitting next to you. That's it. That's why when someone says, I've never been with a black girl before, it's an instant turn off for me, because I just see it like, okay, that's great. First of all, I'm a motherfucking catch. I'm not a checklist. I'm not a bucket list thing. I'm not a notch in a belt. I'm not something for you to brag to your friends about later, like, oh, I fucked this black chick or this, that, and the
Yeah,
third.
but that's a lot of extra you giving another person that they didn't say none
But
of
that's a
that.
lot to say right out the gate to me.
Which
And I
I'm
don't say
listening.
all
I'm
of that
hearing
to
you.
them either. I'm not like blah, 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 blah. I'm just like, this is like, nah, that's an instant
Right,
turn
you
off
just
to
it's a
me.
turn off.
So, yeah, keep it
No, we're
moving.
talking about preferences, so I respect your preference. It's
Yeah.
just this the first time I'm hearing about it. That's all. So it's a new experience for me.
And also, you know what kind of woman I am. Like, I am
Not with
that
that,
bitch,
right? You're
so.
not with that. But that's the thing. It's like I'm like, yo,
Which is
I've
also not conducive to like dating, but it is what it is.
yeah, the Lizzo methods don't necessarily
I
work
was
all the
that
time.
bitch before Lizzo was making being that bitch more popular by putting in a song. Black women had always been that bitch when they had to be. And most women have always been that bitch when they need to be. But, you know,
Well,
we all wasn't just singing about it. And me personally, I've been that bitch for a long time. So,
and that's all I'm
again,
saying. It's just
speaking for
like,
me.
so if the preference is I want, or like the preference, I don't know. As far as preference goes, if I don't even have, I didn't even have a preference at one point. You know what I'm saying? It was like I don't.
You might, you just don't
I,
realize it.
no, I mean as far as race goes, like
Oh,
I
yeah, yeah.
wasn't.
I don't have a racial preference.
It's like I don't have a racial preference, but
Things tend to lean more the one way than the other.
well, in my situation, things had leaned one way because of shit, I don't know. I guess because I didn't say nothing. I'm a guy, so I guess I'm supposed to have said something to these people and been like, "Hey, we supposed to date."
Oh.
But at the same time, I was moving too fast. I wasn't talking to nobody.
Mm-hmm.
I was moving way too fast when I was able to be around different nationalities, which would have been high school and college. Now that I'm older, I'm in my house so much. When am I running into somebody? So I might say some dumb shit like I've never been with an Asian woman before if I'm talking to an Asian woman because my conversation is limited.
Yeah, I just
You know
feel
what
like
I'm
that
saying?
shit you say to your friend later.
Or but no, I'm not because that
Yeah.
goes right into what you said about telling my friend like I conquered something. I'm not trying to conquer something as much as I'm trying to inform you that I'm not familiar with what you culturally may have going on sexually versus what I've dealt with. But it
You
can't
if
be a first thing, a first statement. It is weird as hell as a first statement.
yeah.
Like, hey, I've never, like, I don't know what to say is what these guys probably could say to you. Like, I don't know what to say to you, but I like what I see. If they even
That's
say
fine.
that, that's a lot better than I've never been with a black girl before.
Absolutely.
Because I think that's what
Absolutely.
some dudes might be trying to say. I can't say that's what they're saying.
Yeah, yeah,
They
no.
might be trying to say, I don't know what to say to you, but I like you. And because you're black, I think I have to say some different shit to you than what I would say to somebody that I like that's not black.
I can appreciate
You know what I'm
that.
saying?
Yeah, I can appreciate that.
But
Totally.
even I mean I didn't learn it. I still struggle with it, but I didn't learn it for a long time that while women, not just women, but while people are different, there is a similarity about how you approach and treat people that is just a respectful thing across the board.
Mm-hmm.
So if I did meet an Asian woman or a woman from a Latino woman who was interested in me, that would have to be a part of it. Like
For
it doesn't
sure.
matter. It doesn't
Yeah.
matter if she's
I mean,
Latina if she's
eventually
not
it's gotta
interested.
come up.
You know what I'm
You know,
saying?
eventually it's going to come up. I just
Yeah.
feel like first line out the gate on fucking Tinder, nah. But
Oh,
like
well,
if
I mean, I don't. Is Tinder still like
I don't
hook
know,
up
I
or
don't
is?
know. I'm
Oh,
just
okay. We
using
was
that as
using that.
like
Okay.
a social
No,
media
it's like Xerox.
reference.
Like that's just the name of those for right now.
Yeah,
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 yeah.
yeah. I'm good.
I'm sure there's new dating apps. I'm just older. I'm too young to know them.
I'm whipped. I'm
Yeah,
not
like
whipped. I'm
that's
whipped.
just all I mean. Like when you're in a relationship and it's a new experience, the fact that that is a new experience obviously has to come up. I'd be ridiculous to think it's not going to come up. But I feel like to be one of the first 5 things you, like, not even like, hey, how are you? Just like, hey, I've never been with a black chick before. And I think
It sounds
something
like
about
that.
referring to me as a
I've
black
never been
chick.
with a black chick before. It sounds real sleazy like
first
that.
of all, Chad, I will punch you in your fucking throat. And secondly, something about being called a chick also really rubs me the wrong way. Personally.
Yeah, I don't know. This sound like they are these young people.
No. Can I say the only one in my whole, like, Tinder, Plenty of Fishy, and all that I am no longer doing? The only one that came at me semi-correctly ended up being a child that lied about their age. So, like, he said he was, like, in his 30s, came at me super correct, but then was like, actually, I'm 20, and I'm a student at UB, and I was like, yo, I'm old enough to be your mom in a weird situation.
Yeah, you are. My bad.
Yeah. No. I'm 15 years old. I mean, I could, technically.
You
it's
could
possible.
take him under your wing and show him some things.
Again,
he
I
came
feel
at
like
you
a
right,
creeper.
though.
He did. But no.
Out of all these old people, he came at you right?
Yeah, he did. He was
he
the
could have
only
been
one
He
that...
could have been treating you like the queen you are.
Oh, no, and I would have just felt dirty.
You gotta let that go.
Dirty.
These young kids out here need some of that sweet Tamika.
No.
That sweet Mika sauce.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Please edit that out.
I'm gonna edit that in with a jar that says sweet Tamika sauce with your face on it.
You better let me pre-approve the picture.
Put your foot on it.
Never.
That's right.
Woo! Man.
Yeah, man. So it's been your boy Capital DC. I'm here with A Chilling Adventure. We are here at Gotta Let 'Em Know, a podcast. We just wanted to drop something for y'all for the 2020s to the 2029.
We're trying to figure out how to... I'm trying to figure out. I'm not going to loop you into this.
Hey.
I'm trying to figure out how to make the audio work on the Zoom thingy. It might be my earbuds.
Yeah, I think that, because it wouldn't work with my system either. So I plugged the phone into the system so that you can run through the audio system. And we could have just recorded the audio anyway still.
Mm-hmm.
But the Zoom wouldn't allow the audio to go through the system somehow. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Zoom's on some shit. So I'm going to see, because I can record the screen. So the next time, we're going to do a trial run.
Right.
And our theory and my goal is after the trial run, if we do the screen or recording, because I can do that on my iPad,
mm-hmm.
We do a Zoom and we try to get my mom in.
Facts.
Yes.
So,
because I even told her I wanted to, and she was like, as long as you let me know in advance so I can put my hair done and put a little makeup on.
Bow.
Miss Neal. Who is this party way too close behind me? Like, there's not an eon of space. We in the car, y'all. Probably should have let y'all know that a while ago.
Oh, yeah. We practicing social distance by not being around anybody else while we
we're not recording in public spaces.
You know what I mean?
I'm just in my car.
Word.
It's fine.
Yeah, so we gonna try to get to y'all. Like I said, we have websites and things. We moving forward. We building up.
We're trying to be productive with all of our free time.
Absolutely. I'm learning some software so we could do 3D animation. And I'm also trying to get my life together so we can actually, start charging y'all for stuff like y'all been asking. We trying to get some t-shirts rolling, some Gotta Let 'Em Know t-shirts with our new logo. Man, check us out. It's your boy Capital DC, and I'm here with A Chilling Adventure. You got anything you wanted to let the folks know?
No, you did it all. It's wonderful. It's just like I get to sit here and talk. I don't know. I'm ridiculous.
Hey, we out here today. Hey, y'all, be safe. And we want to say, stay safe and happy healing to those who are healing from all of this different stuff going on.
Yes, if you are in recovery, happy recovery, and I hope, just everyone send positive vibes out. The only way we get through this shit is together.
Facts.
So just be patient with each other. Be mindful. I know it's hard right now, but everybody is struggling right now, whether it's visible or not. we're all dealing with a drastic change in our lives. So we have to acknowledge that and be patient and mindful and caring and loving, and we gonna get through it. This is going to pass. Just It's just gonna take time.
That's what's up. All right, y'all. That's it.
Bye.